keeps going up. And so when you're actually able to still lock that guy in, it doesn't really hurt you as bad as it might seem. Because that money is going to look cheap when it comes down to the end of that contract, compared to what the running rate is. And so I feel that you need to spend the money still on the starters, just because those are your top dogs. Still be cautious, and take your precautions in terms of injuries and workloads and things like that. That's why I felt the White Sox picking up Jeff Samardzija, I felt that was a really good deal because he spent so much time earlier in his career in the minors, but then actually spent more time in the majors, but just as a reliever. So it was all these years he was in the majors and not getting his arm used and not throwing those pitches to where he kept it fresh. If he were in the minors, they'd be using him as an ace at AAA, and all the workload that he would have taken on there. Now that saves his arm now. You know what I mean? And so that's one of those things where, you do need to be smart about where you're going to spend that big money. But if you do it, you can do it fine. And everybody kind of knows when you look at what Tampa Bay's done over the years, what teams like Oakland have done over the years, when it comes down to the bullpen, you can build it on a fly. I mean, hell, look at what the Angels did last year at the trade deadline. They rebooted their entire bullpen.
Yeah. It didn't really work out for them.
No, it didn't. I mean, their bullpen, I still think, was solid. You know what I mean? I don't think that was the biggest problem. I think their biggest problem was how anemic their offense is. And that looks to we talked about a little bit last week with Keith, but they had Josh Hamilton end up having shoulder surgery. I know he struggled for a good part before that, but that's a pretty big development where he kind of finally admitted where. This is a bigger deal than you might think.
Well, well, with the whole Barkley thing, don't you think the analytics? I like them. However, the thing I don't like is there's too many people that will use the analytics argument that don't know what the hell the analytics mean. Like the in the NBA, people talk about player efficiency rating. They don't know what all goes into that. Defensive player rating, they don't know what all goes into that. And then, like in baseball, the WAR is nice. All these sabermetrics are nice to have, but not, the people who are criticizing, certain players for them, they don't know what they all mean. And then you look at the organizations. I'm not entirely sold that, you keep having a little, having about half of both is not beneficial. If you go all one way or all the other, you got to be right in the middle. I mean, I think with the Cardinals are probably right in the middle. Giants, they know how to evaluate talent, not just based off of numbers. And you look at Tampa Bay, they've gotten to a World Series, but they're a lot based on numbers. They have to be. And then you look at Oakland, they're based mostly on numbers, and it hasn't gotten them that ring yet. I think you have to be kind of that team right in the middle where you know how to evaluate talent, you draft well, but you also, to find those middle tier players, the guys, your 6, 7, 8 guys. That's what's probably good to have the analytics for. Not you can judge talent based on just watching the game for the most part with the best players.
Yeah, no, but I mean, I still feel like, even the teams that you say are, purely analytics, I feel a lot of those guys are the ones that are in the middle. They're the ones, I feel like there's too much negative, too much of a negative outlook on the sabermetrics guys. A lot of that, sure, they understand the numbers and they rely a lot on the numbers, but it's not just all about numbers. And I feel like they all get thrown into, you're either, far left, far right. You know what I mean? There's a few people that are in the middle, which is, kind of where I feel, that where these people should lay. And that's actually where I feel the people that, everybody gets dubbed, on the far right side of analytics, they're right there in the middle. It's just because they're on the cutting edge and, because they have so many, different statistics that maybe they created, or, things that they focus on. It doesn't necessarily mean that they're not looking at other things, that they're just focusing on the numbers. They're still focusing, on skills and things that they want their ball players to emulate, and that's like, a big part of what the Cubs did. Cubs ended up coming out with the Cubs way, the handbook. And that was all about, how they want the team to be ran from top to bottom. And, that's where I think a lot of that comes into it. And so, it's definitely been, it's definitely quite interesting, don't you think?
It is interesting. I also think with Barkley, he went a little overboard. He obviously,
that's what he does.
He got upset by a tweet, which I don't blame him, from Daryl Morey. But I don't think that,
he's always been a firecracker.
Exactly. And you look at, in the NBA, I would say with the analytics, the thing that interests me is when they do the comparison, how they stack up. It's easier now to compare players over generations now with the different advanced stats. And I think it makes things way more interesting when you got these different evaluations of players. However, it provides the idiot generation to further analyze or just go based off of numbers. And, like people criticize James Harden. They're like, well, most of his points come at the free throw line, and he shoots a lot of threes, and he gets to the basket. It's like, okay, that's good. You're criticizing that? Like, I mean, they're in comparison to Kobe Bryant. Okay, he shoots a lot more free throws than Kobe Bryant. Don't you want him to shoot a lot of free throws? He's a good free throw shooter. It's not Dwight Howard shooting free throws or something like that. You want a guy who's a good free throw shooter shooting free throws. Why is it a criticism to shoot a lot of free throws? And the same thing goes for, the guy, when people say like, the guy has, a good on-base percentage, but he doesn't hit a lot of home runs. Well, I mean, he's getting on base. Yeah, maybe he's not hitting home runs, but he's setting somebody else up. If you have somebody good behind him to put him in, that's a good thing. I don't think people realize the positive parts of stats. They use them more to criticize than to benefit.
Yeah, you got it, man. And we might get back to this a little bit later, but baseball is the only sport where you're actually allowed where where there's the same origination point every time, and so that's why baseball statistics are a little bit different than NBA and this and that. But what we're gonna do, we're gonna come back from break. We're gonna go over some Valentine's Day stuff. We're gonna touch on Dean Smith and Jerry Tark, the Shark. Okay, we're gonna talk about all that business when we come back here. Give us a call in. 585-633-7487 at LN Sports Radio and at Johnnie Bobbo.
Tell me what's a girl gotta do. Looking at the history doesn't seem to give any clue. Just when I think I understand it all, you seem to unravel some more. Ooh, I never know nobody like you. But I can't seem to figure it through. I wanna make it better, but now I'm scared of looking a fool.